sugarcane. So from that we can get the raw material.
Food waste to generate energy for the future. Hi, so a very good evening to everyone from NECC, the National Area Career Committee, Malaysia, under IChemE. Today, with us will be joining Mohamad Turmizi Jaafar. Mohamad Turmizi Jaafar is a process improvement engineer, which is currently working in CJ Bio and has a 4 years of total experience in engineering. A very self motivated, self driven, and hardworking person under pressure and with good communication skills that is very important as an engineer, strong relationship with public, and as well as expert in drawings, PNID, waste management, and is proven to be creative and critical in process design as well. So, without further delay, thank you very much, Mohamad Turmizi Jaafar, to join us
Thank
today for this podcast. Um, Introducing you a little to the audience, I will pass on the mic for you to further elaborate on your current career, how you got into process engineering, and elaborate a little bit to us about the current company that you're working in.
Okay, thank you, Nisha Farina, for the opportunity inviting me for this podcast. Okay, so I would like to introduce again. My name is Mohamad Turmizi. You can call me Mizi, Mizi. Okay, I have 4 years and plus, about 5 years, reaching for 5 years experience. Okay, I would like to tell about my experience. Yes, a brief sharing about my previous company and current company. Okay, first of all, after I graduated, I joined a consultant firm, MMC Engineering, that I was assigned as a process engineer, junior process engineer. At the moment, I focus on the process design, and I advise more to advise my client in design any projects that they will doing, or that they will what we call uh, will construct a project. Okay, so my second company is Optimistic Organics. This company focus on manufacturing chemicals, which are petrochemicals, mild and hydride. Okay, and then my current company is CJ Bio Malaysia, located in Kerteh, Malaysia. Okay, so as in CJ Bio, I am a process improvement engineer. Talking about being engineer, okay, I undergoes about 4 and plus being an engineer, different position, and I would like to emphasize, or I would like to focus on what I did as a process improvement engineer in CG Bio. Okay, for your information, as a
So,
process improvement.
sorry, before further going in, Turmizi, I believe your background is coming from environmental engineering, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so at the same time, you also work with different sort of chemical engineers, mechanical engineers. Obviously, we all work together in coherence. So,
Mm-hmm.
before diving into the process engineering part of from environmental engineering side, could you tell us a little bit about what's the difference when it comes to environmental engineering and chemical engineering?
Okay, about the environmental engineering and chemical engineering. Okay, chemical engineering is a wide term. Wide term. You can be process engineer. You can be process improvement engineer. Chemical engineer is a general term. So if you go under go any industry that have different industry such as chemical manufacturing, bioprocess, which is CJ Bio right now, consultant, it is different job scope, different job scope. So you can call
Right.
it as chemical engineer. Okay,
Okay,
so
okay. So
environmental engineer.
so generally, the scope for chemical engineer is much more wider as
Yeah,
compared
yeah.
to an environmental engineer. So environmental engineering is a sector of chemical engineering itself.
Mm-hmm.
That's very interesting.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so now let's dive into the process part of it. So what's your scope on a day-to-day basis as a process engineer?
Okay. Okay, sorry. So as of now, I am process improvement engineer. I focus on lean management. Okay, lean, like Six Sigma. I focus on TPM. There are 8 pillars. Maybe you have some information or knowledge about 8 pillars, and one of them is TPM, total productive maintenance. So we focus on inspection. We focus on maintenance of the equipment and asset of the plant. So we will make sure the life or what we call is the life of the equipment itself will be longer or prevent it from loss of the value itself, value of the equipment. From such as, like, I would like to give an example, such as pump. We can use it as about 5 years, but if we practice TPM, we can make it
Right.
longer. Okay, okay,
Right,
that's all.
right. So basically, to improve the lifespan of a particular equipment or
Yes,
a
yes, yes.
particular equipment that is basically used in plants. Okay, so
Yeah.
related to your job scope in the current company, which I believe is CJ Bio Malaysia, right? So from the name CJ Bio, I will assume that they are dealing into the sector of biomass, energy from biomass. So maybe you could elaborate a little on the scope of biomass in Malaysia today. What are the different sources that we are looking in for from biomass into energy? What is CJ Bio Malaysia dealing in to generate energy from bio?
Okay. Actually, okay, CJ Bio Malaysia focus on. Okay, first of all, I would like to uh, just brief sharing about CJ Bio. Okay, we as employee of CJ Bio, we produce the supplement for feedstock. Okay, supplement for feedstock, which is not including chemical process. Okay, we not include the chemical process, and we use the bioprocess procedure. Okay, so talking about the biomass in our country or our global issue. Okay, actually, I think biomass is a good, I think good innovation, innovation way to avoid any environmental issue. Okay, instead of using the chemical raw materials and other stuff. Okay, so uh, I think it is really good to practice in our uh, in our global global, global level, to avoid
So
any
it's
pollution.
basically for to reduce global emissions.
Yeah, 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 global emission and pollution.
So what are the types of biomasses that CJ Malaysia is looking into? So from what I have a little bit of knowledge about is in Malaysia we have a lot of palm waste that comes from the empty fruit branches or the trees or the fruit itself. So apart from palm, which is definitely abundant in Malaysia, what are other bio waste that CJ Malaysia is looking into?
Okay, first, we like to actually the raw material that we use is vegetable based. Okay, vegetable based like corn. Corn, we use corn and sugar cane. So from that we can get the raw material. Okay, so we would like to
Right.
prevent it from just dump like at the landfill or where else. Hmm.
Okay, that's very interesting. So basically, converting food waste in to generate energy for the future.
Hmm.
Yeah, and so I believe there's a large scope in Malaysia for energy in order to generate energy from sources like food waste or basically palm waste. So bio sources basically. So okay, looking into the scope for CJ Malaysia food waste into energy, as a process engineer, what does your day to day look like?
Come again?
So CJ Malaysia deals in types of waste that they convert the waste, food waste into energy, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
as a process engineer yourself, how does your day to day look like? What's your job scope? How will you break it down? Like what's your job on a day to day basis?
Okay, as highlighted by before in uh, the my summary of my profile. Okay, I am process improvement engineer. Actually, different process improvement engineer is not a production engineer. Okay, maybe production engineer will focus on the production. To they will focus on the production and how they overcome on the bottleneck of the process itself. So my daily basis job is of course focus on the equipment itself. Sometimes focus on focus more on the equipment and assets. We are not dealing with the production because they are already production engineer at every plant to focus on, because we have fermentation part, we have refinery part, we have side product part, and environmental and or wastewater process part. So we focus on the equipment. Okay.
Right,
Okay.
right. So a company like that generates energy from bio sources also has different variety of scope. So your part of it is improving the day-to-day equipment to last
Yes.
longer for it to be in a better quality.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell us a little bit more about how you ended up liking this scope of what you are dealing in right now as an improvement engineer. Or would you like to change something about your current job scope, or you had some previous experiences in other scopes that you actually could integrate into as a process improvement engineer?
Okay. Okay, before I entering the process improvement engineer, okay, I would like to share. I was a production engineer at refinery plant, so I deal with the production challenge of the bottleneck of the in the plant, and then I got into process improvement part, which is I am process improvement engineer. So currently I'm focused on the visual management project, and also the abnormality project, which is we call in Japanese is Fuguai. So these job scope I focus on lean more to lean activity, because day by day we can see that equipment will be ruptured, will be damaged or broken due to the process itself. So how I deal with the challenge? I form a few team or few groups, and in the group consists of an inspector. So this group will inspect daily their plant to avoid any leaking or damage. So if there is any damage, they will report it to their superior. That's what I did. My initiative.
Right. So, tell us a little bit about your background from environmental engineering, which most of students will predict environmental engineering is related to a lot of studies about the environment, the air quality, water quality, basically soil quality. So that's how the scope of environmental looks around generally. So how did you study environmental engineering and then you end up in as a in improvement engineer dealing with equipments and like quality and lean management? Is this anywhere integrated to what you studied?
Okay, thank you, Nisha. So actually, what my experience, you can see that I never be an environmental engineer, but I my job scope is related to environmental, just a little part. Okay, we can see. Okay, I would like to share as an environmental thing or issue or subject matter. Okay, environmental is focused on we would like to save our process before we release it to the nature. Okay, so the process to treat the process any side products, we need to have a good design. Okay, the good design is designed by a process engineer. Okay, how we can tackle the design? Okay, so we need to do some calculations, feasibility studies, right? So and etc. Okay, so related to my current job, which is process improvement engineer, as I already shared to you, my job scope or my daily basis, we need to focus on the TPM part or lean part, to which is we need to inspect the equipment before it ruptured or damaged, so it can save
Yes.
the process from be polluted to the nature. Okay, so that's the relation of my current job with the environmental part. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
okay, okay. So it's very much interlinked with the environment, but then not
Yes.
really on the side of 100%. So you just dive into different sectors in controlling the environmental pollution or whatever
Yes.
goes out into the environment.
Yes.
Very interesting. So I guess it goes same words towards many other engineering professions. When you study chemical engineering, sometimes you end up in a total different field that is related to equipment design, or basically more towards mechanical side of it. But yeah, as a engineering background student and then a young professional, you will have the knowledge and you will build up the knowledge slowly when you dive into the entire job as a whole. Okay, so very interesting. Let me ask you another question. So currently, I believe you are loving your job. You're doing great in it, improving all the equipments on site, having
Yes.
lean management and all that integrated. So,
Yes.
as a process improvement engineer, what, as from your perspective, what are some really important skills that you need on a daily basis to actually strive in your day-to-day job?
Okay. Okay. Talking about process improvement. Okay. Every day we will face obstacles, challenge that we have at site or at plant. So how we deal with the problems or trouble? We need to be innovative. we need to have a lot of solutions to tackle the trouble. So let's say any equipment, has a bottleneck and it affect the production, right? It affect the production, daily production. So how we need to solve it? Okay, first we need to be innovative by and be a critical thinking person. Okay, with these two skills, we will need to be more precise on the solution, and then we will use any method to solve it. Okay, such as root cause analysis and any QC tools that we can use to solve the trouble. Okay.
Right. So innovative, creative thinking, communication, obviously in every engineering sector, and then some
Mm.
other handy tools that QC and QA people will be using. You deal a lot in lean management, I believe, as you mentioned multiple times
Yes.
about lean. Is it important to have a lean certificate like those yellow belt, green belt, black belt? How important is that on an industrial perspective?
Okay. Certificates. Okay. Certificates. It just put us a step ahead. But if we not practice it, it's will be a loss compared to a person who does not have any certificate in lean, but they did their on in their daily job that required lean activities. It is better. It is better for the plant or the company to have that person, because certificates can we can get it, we can obtain it after that. Okay, but before we can implement the lean activity or lean programs, we need to learn first, we need to train. Anything that relate to lean, we need to be trained, and we can implement it step by step. Not everything we can implement, but of course we need long way to go to practice it, but it's okay.
Amazing. I like this perspective. You can have as many certificates, you can have as many degrees, but if you don't practice it, it's just a piece of paper. And
Yeah,
skills, knowledge that you can apply on a daily basis is much more beneficial. But if someone is looking to go up in ranks, obviously certificates play a role from the industrial
yeah,
perspective, from management perspective. So,
that's right.
having being in your 5 years down the journey, what is one certificate or one degree or any basically further studies that you will like to pursue going ahead in your career?
Okay, talking about the certificates, of course I really want this is my target. I wished I can obtain the black belt Six Sigma certification. Of course, uh, we can say that it is our pride to have it, but it's okay. It takes time to have it. Don't give up, and just give a chance. Just give a chance and practice more. Doesn't matter how long you will need to achieve it. Just be patient, and it takes time. Just practice, just like a normal day, but keep on improving ourselves to obtain what we want and what we wish. I think
Right,
that's all.
thank you. Thanks for that perspective. Yeah. Yes, it's really impressive, Mizi, if I call you that, of your entire background. So tell us a little bit more about, apart from your work life, what do you enjoy to do on a daily basis after you quit from your after you quit your 9 to 5, and what are some hobbies that are related to you enjoying it, and what are some other things that you do for daily self improvement?
Okay. um, everyone has their hobbies, their target, their passion. Okay, same goes to me. I have a family and a kid. So after 9 to 5 p.m., that hectic day I go through or I undergo, I just come back home and just spend time with my family. Uh, Maybe work, our work, daily work is will never end. We will never complete or finish. But I would like to spend my time with my family and my kid. Mm. That's the best
Nice.
thing for me.
Yeah, that's a relief after a whole entire day, I believe so. Okay, so
It is really
one
really
one
tiring
sentence.
and
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when you come to your family after a long day, it's the best thing that
mhm,
you can be looking forward to. Right. So let's
mhm.
conclude this in one sentence. What will you advise our early career, or basically graduating students that comes from the same background as us?
Okay. Uh, um, my advice to all the younger generations that will step in career journey, I wish you good luck, and I hope uh, everything that you learn in your studies, in your life, it is sometimes it is not will be implemented in your career, but it develops yourself. It develops yourself to be a good engineer, to be a good employee or in the company. So be appreciate with what you learn. Please don't think that your what you have studied uh, uh, what you have studied which is not implemented in your career, you feel that it is just a waste. No, it is a good thing that will develop yourself to be a good person, and to be a focus oriented person. So that's why you have that you will be having a target in your life, 5 years ahead, 10 years ahead. What will you do? What will you be? And what you want to be? If you want to be an engineer, a senior engineer, a manager, and director of the company, you decide. You decide. Okay, but just take step by step, be patient, and just be cool and appreciate, be grateful.
Yes, we can plan for 5, 10, 15 years down the road, but never forget to enjoy the moment. Very good
Yeah.
piece of advice. Right. Really appreciate you being on this platform. Thank you, Mohamad
Mhm.
Turmizi Jaafar. It was a
Yes, thank
pleasure
you
talking
too,
to you.
Nada.
Yes, I hope everyone can benefit out of this session and take a little bit out from all the information that was poured in. So, thank you and have a good day. Bye.
Okay, thank you, Nisha. Okay, bye.